In another devastating strike, Israel targeted Gaza's Jabalia refugee camp, drawing condemnation and accusations of war crimes. Al-Quds Hospital in Gaza City was also hit, with over 14,000 displaced people seeking refuge. More foreign nationals are evacuating Gaza, with nearly 7,000 expected to leave via Egypt's Rafah crossing. The latest strike in Jabalia resulted in extensive casualties, and Israel defended its actions, claiming it was targeting Hamas militants. International concerns continue to mount over civilian casualties in the conflict. As Israeli forces press deeper into Gaza, they confront a complex underground tunnel network constructed by Hamas over decades, aiming to hide fighters, weapons, and hostages. These tunnels are a formidable defense system, with some experts suggesting it may be too costly for Israel to neutralize them entirely. The extensive deep network creates an environment where Hamas minimizes Israel's advantages, making the conflict even more challenging. Tackling this labyrinthine tunnel system poses a significant obstacle for Israel's military operation. A 49-year-old woman in Australia faces 3 counts of murder and 5 counts of attempted murder in connection with a meal she served that led to 3 deaths from suspected death cap mushroom poisoning. The woman, Erin Patterson, had previously denied any wrongdoing and claimed she was unaware of the mushroom's dangers. The investigation had generated significant public interest and was described as complex by the police. Patterson served the meal to her former parents-in-law and others in July. The charges mark a significant development in the case. President Biden calls for a pause in the Israel-Gaza conflict to secure the release of hostages. He mentioned his role in convincing Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu to call for a ceasefire, which may refer to a temporary pause for humanitarian reasons. The White House clarified that pause can also mean a humanitarian pause. The U.S. has recently advocated for humanitarian pauses to aid civilians in Gaza. The president emphasized that Hamas is a terrorist organization, but didn't directly call for a ceasefire in response to their actions. A Colorado judge, Sarah B. Wallace, has declined to dismiss a case challenging former President Donald Trump's eligibility to hold office again. The case, filed by 6 Colorado voters, argues that Trump is disqualified under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment due to his alleged involvement in inciting the January 6, 2021 Capitol attack. Lawyers for the plaintiffs presented witnesses, including experts who argued that Trump's words and actions constituted incitement and insurrection. The trial will continue, with Judge Wallace postponing a final ruling on what she termed significant legal issues. Trump's defense had sought a directed verdict.